Today I'm going to walk you through how to work with transitions in Adobe Rush. So if you want to learn how, stick around and I'll show you. Hey everybody, what's going on? Claudio here and welcome to my channel where I share tips, tools, and tricks to help you share your story. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. If you are a returning guest, thank you to you too as well. So I had a few people reach out to me in regards to working with transitions in Adobe Rush, so decided to create this video. So if you're watching, thank you for the suggestion. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So I went ahead and launched this project in Adobe Rush. As you can see the timeline here, I've got several video clips. Now, one of the first transitions that you can create in Adobe Rush is just a simple jump cut. Now, to do a jump cut, you're basically cutting the clip and then jumping to the next scene. So for example, here, I've got my daughter on a skateboard, and from this scene, it's going to jump to that scene there. And that's basically just using scissors to trim. So let's go ahead and kind of do a little more trimming here. As you can see that clip is selected. I'll click on the scissors here. There's a little clip right there that I'll just delete, and again we go from this scene and jump to the next scene. So that's just a simple jump cut using the scissor tool. Now, using the transition tools built into Adobe Rush, this is what you can do. So let's click on the transition tool up here, which is in the effects button. You have pan and zoom, auto reframe. You can check out other videos that I have on that. Now you have your cross dissolve, dip to black, and dip to white. Those are your basic transitions. So what I'll do here, let me just click on cross dissolve. Now, kind of a FYI, whenever you click on a transition, here's the video clip selected. There's going to be the transition added to the intro and outro of each clip. So let's go ahead and show you. I'm going to transition, and there it is. And it's also going to be at the end right there. So just kind of be aware whenever you are adding transitions. So let's see what the dip to black looks like. There we go. And then basically your dip to white is going to be basically the same thing, but now we're just going to transition from one scene in white into the next scene. So you can kind of customize the way those transitions will look like. For example, let me go ahead and select these two video clips. And let's say I'll do the cross dissolve. So I have this transition here, 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 transitions. And let's say I want this transition here to, let's say that one's going to be your cross dissolve. I'll leave that as is. And this one here, I'll change dip to black. And then this one here, I'll change to dip to white. Now notice what I'm doing is I'm clicking each transition. There's that little gray box in between the 2 video clips. So here we go. Let's click play here. It's going to go from that scene to the next as a dissolve. And then from this one here, it's going to go dip to black. And then the last one is going to be your dip to white. So those are your basic transitions. Now remember, you can change them in between. Now, one of the things I recommend is to be consistent in the way your video looks like. Now, myself, I probably wouldn't use all those different ones, and that's just my style. Someone else may decide to use all the different ones. And again, everyone has their own preference depending on what you want your video to look like. Now, those are your transitions that are built in. Now, there's another way that you can create transitions between scenes in Adobe Rush, and that is to use the titles tool. So let's go ahead and click on titles on the menu up here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you. First off, I'll start where it says your styles. These are the ones that you basically have already for free coming with Adobe Rush. Now, if you have the Creative Cloud subscription, you'll be able to have access to additional titles up here. Browsing through Adobe stock, what they have here are built-in ones that you can use in Adobe Rush motion graphics. Now, what I went ahead and did is I typed in transition right up here. I'll show you where it says search. So let me go ahead and remove the keyword there. Now you can see I have 23 pages of transitions, or I should say titles. So up here, I'm going to search transition, and it narrows it down to about 3 pages. Now what I can do here, let's go ahead and let's delete this transition here between these 2 clips. So as I look through here, there may be different ones that I like. Now again, just depending on your style, you can use whichever one. So let's go ahead and drag this out. Now if I lay it on top of the other layer there, so it's basically adding as a top layer. So if I go from one clip to the next, you're going to see some video underneath it. So let's go ahead and play, so you can see. And then there's that video. Now you could also grab it and drop it in between the two layers. It's going to look a bit different. You're not going to see that video behind it. So it'll just kind of be black. So let me show you. Let me kind of back up a little bit here and hit play, so you can see. So notice that black kind of dead space, I would say. So my suggestion would be to actually add that transition to the top layer or the above layer. Lay it kind of close to being in the middle there, let it process. So that way, when I play and it transition goes through, you actually see the video underneath. Again, that's what it looks like. So you don't see that black dead space there. So all these types of transitions you're able to do within Adobe Rush using the transitions found in effects and also using titles within the titles tool. Well, hopefully this video is helpful, something that you can use as you share your story using Adobe Rush. If you have any comments or questions, please do leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and don't forget to click on the bell to be notified for future videos. And thank you once again for stopping by and watching this video. And as always, be good to one another. Peace. I'm out.